Final match of the 2025 SoCal Cup League for Left Coast 15U boys. And they're playing a familiar opponent, SG Elite. I don't think there's any team the boys have seen more often in league play than SG Elite. It's been a pretty good back and forth with each team getting a few wins off each other. So we're hoping for a tight competitive match. Left Coast will be starting off with the serve in the first set. Their initial sixer on the court. Lincoln hitting outside, Anish in the middle, Peyton hitting oppo. Evan B in the back, Dylan setting and serving, and Lucas. Down ref has finished checking in the players, but we're waiting on linesmen here. Vegas United is handling the scoreboard and lines duties. We've got one linesman, we're still waiting on the second. The ref calls for Dylan's first serve. Left Coast starts off with a service error. Evan B to Dylan. Dylan sets Lincoln. Lincoln hits it off fingertips. Anish. Daniel, Lincoln, into the tape. Daniel to Dylan. Dylan puts it up for Peyton. Peyton swings, gets a piece of the blockers. SG Elite is scrambling, free ball to Flynn. Dylan sets Lincoln too tight to the net. Point to SG. Unless I missed a call, we must have missed a call. Somehow Left Coast won that point. Do we know what the call was?
They net.
SG Elite net violation brings Lincoln to the line. Tip. Evan Bunny is there to roof it down. Lincoln to Dylan. Dylan sets Anish for a quick one. Well timed. Big swing. Tools it off the middle blocker for the kill. Lincoln to serve his second. Your front row, Evan B, Anish, and Peyton. Left Coast, late getting that block up, but got a little lucky. SG Elite's outside hitter sails that one out of bounds. Lincoln serving his third. Another good one, it's tight to the net. Anish went up to block with the set. Our Outside did not go up and make a play at that, so it was a free swing for the SG Elite Oppo, who puts it away. Lincoln, nice pass to Dylan. Dylan sets Peyton. Peyton looks, goes over the block, and records the kill. Anish comes back to serve. Lucas takes over at middle hitter. Ace on the back line. Ace again, same spot on the back line. That left seam, the two defenders are looking at each other. They both thought it was going to go out of bounds, but the bottom just fell out of that ball. Anish serving his third. Again, three in a row with the defenders letting it go, thinking it's going to sail out of bounds, and it just isn't. Anish putting on a serve clinic. I had to say something, didn't I? That one's on me. My bad. Anish comes off. Haniel comes on. Lincoln. Peyton somehow keeps that in play. Dylan free balls over. Tight to the net. SG Elite wins the joust and forces it down on left coast side. Top spin jumper. Evan B. tight to the net. Oh, there was a reach over. They're not going to call it. They're going to let him play. Lucas gets a hand on that. Haniel. Dylan throws it over on two. Good spot. Catches him asleep. Peyton steps back to the service line. Dylan moves up to the front row. Dylan will be setting from the front. His two hitters are Evan B. and Lucas. Peyton's first serve is good. Anish gets a piece of it. Evan B. to Dylan. Dylan sets Peyton for a back row attack. He touches hands. Double block is up. But SG Elite finds some space to tool it off Lucas's arm. Right side substitutions. Dylan and Peyton are off. Chase and Brandon come on. Haniel to Brandon. Brandon puts it up for Evan B. Evan B goes angle around the block. Puts it away on the left seam. Evan B steps back to the service line. Lincoln moves up to the front row to hit outside. Your front row, Lincoln, Lucas, and Chase. SG Elite converts on the quick three ball. Haniel to Brandon. Brandon sets Lucas. Lucas left-handed dunk for the kill. Lucas comes off. Daniel comes on to serve. Daniel attacks the left seam. Roof is up. Anish gets that block down. Anish gets hands on that one. Evan B. Brandon runs it down, sets it up for Lincoln. Too tight to the net, though. Lincoln gets a secondary touch. Brandon distributes over to Chase. Chase tips. Double block is up again. Free ball coming. A chance to put this away. Evan B. backpedaling, though. Can't play it cleanly. Brandon puts it up and out of bounds. Ace. Short serve. Evan B to Brandon. Brandon puts it up for Chase. Double block is up. Lincoln gets a hand on it. Anish. Brandon throws it over. Nice spot to the corner. SG Elite makes a good play on it. Lincoln gets a great block. Evan B. Oh, I'm sorry, Chase pops it up. Brandon tries to smack it over and smacks it into the net. Haniel. Brandon's got to run that one down. Puts it up and over his shoulder. Lincoln hits the tape. Evan B to Brandon. Brandon to Anish. Anish swipes it over. Tip. Brandon's there. Haniel sets Chase. Chase gets a nice angle swing. SG Elite collects. Roll shot. Evan B tight to the net. Brandon tries to set it one. Brandon puts that one away. He was trying to set it one-handed to Anish, but his set went over the net. Luckily, Brandon didn't contact that ball above the net. Otherwise, he would have been called for an illegal back row attack. But it goes for a left coast point. Right side substitutions. Peyton and Dylan are back on. Peyton and Anish combine with the double block. Anish gets hands on that one. Porter tries to get a secondary touch, just out of reach. Tight. That might be a reach. No. That pass was too tight to the net. Dylan goes up to try to set it. Referee says it broke the plane, and so the SG Elite middle was allowed to reach and block that ball down. Evan C came on. Another Dylan peels it off the net. Haniel throws it over. Evan C. Dylan. Lincoln. Lincoln up with the net defense. Left coast earns the side out. Lincoln steps back to the line. Evan C moves up to hit outside. Overpass. Evan C to Dylan. Dylan sets Peyton. Peyton splits the block and gets the kill. Lincoln's second serve. Dylan, Porter, Evan C. Anish with the roof. Lincoln serving his third. SG Elite cannot return it. Timeout called by SG Elite. front row, Evan C., Anish, and Peyton. In the back, you've got Porter, Dylan, and Lincoln. Lincoln serving, I believe, his 4th in a row. Just out of bounds. Lincoln, tight to the net, Dylan. Unable to peel it off. They go to Lincoln again. Dylan runs this one down. Free ball. Quick one in the middle, Lincoln with the dig. Dylan sets outside to Evan C. Evan C. tips. Tip, Dylan, Haniel, outside to Peyton, big swing, in for the kill. Anish steps back to serve, Lucas takes over middle. SG Elite converts the back row attack off the tape. Top spin jumper. Haniel, Dylan. Peyton plays it over on a free. Peyton redirects it out of the reach of his teammates. Top spin jumper hit the tape hard and crawled over for an ace. Another topper. And Dylan sets Lucas. Lucas pokes it over. Thrown over on 2. Haniel and Dylan both make plays at the ball. Managed to avoid injury. Both their heads were heading to the same spot on the court. Left coast calls a timeout. Still looking for a good pass off this top spin jumper. Haniel, Dylan, Peyton. Kill. Service error. Right side substitutions, Dylan and Peyton are off. Brandon and Chase are on. Haniel to Brandon, outside to Chase. Hitting error. Left coast gets the side out. Evan C. steps back to the line. Lincoln moves up to hit outside. Your front row, Lincoln, Lucas, and Chase. SG Elite with the kill. Ace. Haniel to Brandon. Outside to Lincoln. Big swing, kill. Anish takes over middle hitting duties. Haniel's on to serve. That one hits the tape and crawls over for an ace. Is a service error. Tight game like this, the forced service errors really come back to haunt you. Haniel to Brandon. Brandon sets Chase. Chase roll shots to the corner. Chase with the block. That ball's out of bounds. Side out to left coast. Right side substitutions are happening again. Dylan is on to set and serve. Peyton is on to hit oppo. Your front row, Lincoln, Anish, and Peyton. Your back row, Evan C., Porter, and Dylan. Peyton gets a hand on that one, solo block. Dylan to serve for the first set. Double block is up again. Free ball coming. Chance to put it away. Anish, Dylan, Peyton. Outside the antenna, he swipes at it with his right hand and gets a campfire kill right in the middle of the court. Left coast takes set one. SG Elite will be starting off the second set with the serve. On left coast side of the net, we have Evan C., Peyton, Anish, Haniel, Lincoln, and Dylan. And the up ref is called for the first serve. Haniel, Dylan has to run it down. He sets outside to Peyton. Peyton swings, hits it off hands. Double block is up. They find some space in between the blockers. SG Elite gets the kill. Ace. Lincoln off the net, takes a standing swing at it. Free ball. Peyton to Dylan. Dylan has to run that one down. Lincoln gets a good swing. Lincoln, Dylan, Anish. Anish with the block. Lincoln steps back to the line. Evan C. moves up to hit outside. Service error. Another service error, side out to left coast. Anish steps back to serve. Lucas takes over middle hitting duties. Quick one in the middle is low and hit into the net. Point to left coast. Peyton to Dylan. Outside to Evan C. Tip, middle of the court. Kill. To serve his third. Service error. Haniel to Dylan. Evan C. tips outside the antenna. They've got Dylan running all over the court here. Need to get a more crisp first pass. Set up a play. Peyton to Dylan. Outside to Evan C. Big swing, splits the block. SG Elite tries to keep it alive, but can't. Evan C. with another kill. Peyton steps back to the line. Tip, Dylan, Peyton, Evan C. Back row attack coming, it's a tip, Porter's there, Dylan, Lucas stuffs it. SG Elite tips, Evan C. to Dylan. Dylan sets Peyton for a back row attack. Peyton forces it through the block to collect the kill. Corner. Peyton's second serve, over the net. Lucas is there. Left coast gets the point. Peyton's third serve. set. Should have been called for a double there. Peyton to Dylan. Lucas. Still working on their timing. That time SG Elite hits it over on 2. Left coast blockers were not expecting it. Right side substitutions. Dylan and Peyton come on. Chase and Brandon come on. Top spin jumper. Lincoln, tight to the net. Brandon to Lucas. Double block is up. Lucas gets that one. Free ball, short free ball. Chase to Brandon to Lucas. Net violation on SG Elite. Evan C. steps back to serve. Lincoln moves up to hit outside. Back row attack. In. Brandon. Chase splits the block and gets the kill. Porter comes back to serve. Anish takes over at middle hitter. Your front row, Lincoln, Anish, and Chase. Double block is up. It holds. SG Elite's hit does not clear the tape. They're called for 4 hits. Point to left coast. Porter's second. Quick one in the middle, stuffed by Anish. But SG Elite converts it on the second touch. Service error, side out to left coast. Right side substitutions bring Dylan and Peyton back on the court. Dylan to serve. Three ball. Dylan digs it. Porter sets Peyton. Peyton splits the block. Evan C. Dylan. Peyton free balls. Lincoln with the stuff. Point to left coast. Down ref is coming over to have some sort of conversation with the up ref. They call for Dylan's next serve. Three ball, stuffed by Anish. Porter with a nice dig. Dylan sets Peyton. Peyton double block is up. He tools and gets the kill. Tight to the net. Ace for Dylan. I think they called under the net on one of the SG Elite, on the SG Elite setter. And now we need to have another discussion, down ref and up ref. They awarded Left Coast the point. We're hoping they're not going to take that point off the board. Called a net violation on Anish. Coach Caleb's making the case the ball pushed the net into Anish's chest. That should not be a net violation on Left Coast. Down ref and up ref didn't see it that way. They call in for the net violation. SG sides out. To Dylan. Dylan gives Anish a chance to swing, and it goes in the net. Evan C. Dylan runs it down, pops it up for Peyton. Peyton, swing, hits off hands. Peyton and Anish combined for the block. It tools off Anish's hand. Point to SG. Evan C. to Dylan. Dylan back sets to Lincoln. Lincoln pokes it off the antenna. Tough set. Would have been a great set if he could have gotten it a little higher to Lincoln. Nobody would have seen it coming. Lincoln would have had an uncontested swing, but the set was just too low, too far outside. Evan C. to Dylan. Anish. Lincoln. I don't think that ball cleared, but they're going to let him play. Haniel with the big. Dylan sets Lincoln. Tight to the net. Big swing. It's blocked. Haniel's there. Dylan to Peyton. Outside the antenna. Adjusts. Sends it over. Double block is up. Anish and Peyton. Anish gets that one. SG roll shot. Outside the antenna. Point to Left Coast. Lincoln steps back to serve. Evan C. moves up to hit outside. Evan C. gets a hand on that one, but SG Elite collects the point. C to Dylan. Dylan sets Evan C. off the net. Tip, overpass. Haniel to Dylan. To Anish. Stuffed. Short serve. Haniel to Dylan. Evan C. Dylan with the dig. Haniel sets Lincoln for a back row attack. Into the net. Timeout called by Left Coast. Service error, side out to Left Coast. Anish is back to serve. Lucas takes over in the middle. Evan C., Lucas, and Peyton are your hitters. Nice serve by Anish. Peyton to Dylan to Lucas. They still have not gotten their timing down to where Lucas feels comfortable with big swings. Nice play by Dylan to work his way around Peyton to get a second touch on that ball. Peyton to Dylan. Evan C. Kill. Nisha's second serve. Ace on the left seam, back line. He rattled off 3 in a row, those exact serves in the first set. Now he's serving his third. Another ace. Anish to serve his fourth. Quick one in the middle. Lucas is up to stuff it, but ends up blocking it out of bounds. Daniel, overpass. Dylan sets Peyton. Off hands. Dylan, Daniel. Evan C. tips. Peyton, roof. Peyton and Dylan still having trouble. Evan C. hits that one in the net. When Peyton passes it, him and Dylan are having a hard time staying out of each other's way. Happened once or twice yesterday, and it's happened a couple times today. Dylan sets Peyton. Peyton goes between the blockers for the kill. Peyton comes back to serve. Dylan moves up to set from the front row. So your front row hitters are Evan C. and Lucas. Peyton with the dig. Cannot pop it up high enough for his teammates, though. Right side substitutions brings Brandon and Chase on the court. Dylan and Peyton come off. They're going to redo that serve. Say they hadn't called for it yet. Oh, that's kind of sneaky. The kid that served the ball out of bounds got a redo, and so his coach subbed him out because he got the service error on a point that didn't count. I think the ref's not going to let him get away with this. The kid that served it out of bounds on the redo point should be the one that has to make the next serve. It shouldn't give coach an opportunity to see what he can do and swap him out. I think that's what the up ref is saying. Nope, that is not what he's saying. They're going to go ahead and let them make the switch. Lincoln to Brandon. Brandon sets a quick 3 to Lucas. Nice spot on the back line. Evan C. comes back to serve. Lincoln moves up to hit outside. SG Elite hits through the block. Daniel to Brandon. Outside to Lincoln. Lincoln, roll shot down the line. Chase defending the net. Back row attack coming. Out of bounds, they're giving us the point. Looks like there might be a touch. Oh, Evan C. threw the ball under because he touched it, but they didn't call the touch. Hopefully they give us that ball back. All right, Left Coast is awarded the point. We got a freebie there. Porter comes back to the line. Anish takes over at middle hitter. Double block is up, but they force their way through it again. Evan Seed, Brandon runs it down, sets Lincoln. Into the tape again. Short serve, Evan C. overpass. Timeout called by Left Coast. Lincoln to Brandon. Brandon sets Lincoln. Double block is up. Lincoln with a nice dig. Chase tries to bring it back. Haniel throws it over. They call Haniel for the double hit. C, nice pass to Brandon. Brandon sets Anish in the middle. Anish throws it to the corner. SG is scrambling. They're going to give a free ball here. Evan, Brandon, Lincoln, tips. The block is up. Haniel, Brandon. Anish, mistimed. Anish is saying, I wanted to run the one. Brandon would set the three. A little miscommunication between the middle hitter and the setter. Gives the SG Elite a chance to take the second set. Evan C, tight to Brandon. Brandon sets the one. Anish puts it away. Right side substitutions. Dylan and Peyton are on. Left Coast needs 2 solid serves to stay in the game from Dylan. There's one. Evan C with the dig. Porter helps out. Dylan sends a free. SG setting up a quick one in the middle. Anish gets a hand on it. Evan C dives. SG Elite takes the second set and will force the third. Left Coast won the toss. They'll be starting off the third set with the serve. Coach Dave's giving a pep talk there in the circle. I have no idea what he says, but there's tons of giggling faces all around him. Coach breaks the huddle. Lincoln, Anish, and Peyton are in the front. Evan C., Dylan, and Porter are in the back. Down ref is checking in players. Ref is still checking in players. And the up ref calls for Dylan's first serve. Service error. Ace. Evan C's got to be careful. If you miss the first one, chances are they're going to come right back at you. Dylan to Lincoln. Block is up. Peyton touches it. Dylan to Peyton. Peyton splits the block and gets the kill. Lincoln steps back to serve. Evan C. moves up to the front row. Out of system, free ball coming. A chance at a point and a play. Porter, Dylan, Anish. SG collects, but they're still out of system. Lincoln is there. Dylan sets Peyton over his shoulder. He's got to adjust. He throws it off hands and gets the kill. Lincoln to serve his second. Quick one in the middle. Nope, they go back. Block does not get up in time. Leaves a big hole in the middle. An SG Elite hitter goes right between the picket fences. Lincoln, Dylan, Peyton powers through the block and gets another kill. It's 3 sets to Peyton and 3 points. Anish comes back to the line. Lucas takes over at middle hitter. Service error. 2 service errors for Left Coast in this third set. Short serve, Haniel's there. Dylan sets Lucas. Lucas throws it to the corner. Peyton and Lucas were up, but the net did the job of blocking that one. Peyton steps back to the line. Dylan moves up to the front row. The front row hitters, Evan C. and Lucas, with Dylan setting from the front right. Here's Peyton's first. Lucas gets a touch on that one, but it's tooled out of bounds for the SG point. Right side substitutions. Peyton and Dylan come off. Chase and Brandon come on. Evan C. to Brandon. Brandon sets Evan C. Goes deep corner, too deep though. Substitution here, Evan C. comes off, Evan B. comes on. And SG Elite goes right after the guy coming off the bench. Brandon peels it off, Chase into the block. Evan B., Lucas. Free ball. Haniel, he needs help. Lincoln brings it back. Free ball. Quick one in the middle. Lucas stuffs it. Back row attack coming. Brandon with the dig. Haniel sets Chase. Hitting error deep and out of bounds. Left coast gets the point. Evan B. steps back to serve. Lincoln moves up to hit outside. Brandon with the dig. Chase sets outside to Lincoln. Lincoln free balls down the line. Good spot. It puts him in trouble. Overpass. Lincoln, Brandon, Lucas. They still don't have that timing down. Lucas isn't getting big swings. He's just getting touches on it. That time, Lucas got tooled for the point. Lincoln, nice pass to Brandon. Brandon sets Chase. Hitting error. Timeout called by Left Coast. Haniel to Brandon. Brandon to Lincoln. Another tip. Left Coast not getting their swings that they need. SG Elite, on the other hand, they are getting their swings. Haniel. Brandon pops it up. Block. Lucas collects. Chase with the stop. Lucas goes up to defend the net. Tips it over. SG Elite kill. Haniel to Brandon. Straight up for Chase. Chase roll shots, another tip. And SG gets another swing. That third set. Left Coast is settling for tips, touches, roll shots. And SG Elite is taking big swings. Service error lets Left Coast off the hook. Porter comes on to serve. Anish takes over at middle hitter. Nice short serve by Porter. Porter with the dig. Brandon sets Lincoln. A little tough play. He gets a good swing on it though. Porter with another nice dig. Chase puts it over for Lincoln. They call Chase for a double hit. Coach Caleb screams at the ref, you haven't called doubles all day. And now you decide? SG Elite gets the side out. They keep serving Haniel. Haniel's making some good passes. Brandon to Lincoln. Lincoln, nice shot down the line for the kill. Right side substitutions. Brandon and Chase come off. Dylan and Peyton come on. Dylan's first serve's a good one. SG Elite with the hitting error on the back one. Anish. Dylan to serve his second. Service error. Service error. Side out to Left Coast. Back to the line. Evan B moves up to hit outside. Lincoln's first serve is an ace to the right seam. Lincoln's second serve. SG Elite's oppo hitter has been splitting the Left Coast block for the better part of the... He does it again there. Left Coast with their back against the wall. Lincoln, Dylan, Anish, tip. Double hit, goes uncalled. Double! Oh well, the match ends on that play. Left Coast SoCal Cup League season is over. They do have 2 more large tournaments before the end of the summer. We'll see you back here in 2 weeks, Father's Day weekends, for the showcase in LA. And 2 weeks after that, it'll be a trip to Orlando for the AAU Junior Nationals. Keep an eye on the YouTube scheduling page. We'll have everything up as soon as it's available.